Good morning, everyone. How are you? We are okay. How are you? Welcome to the Lisa Eve Show. I am Lisa Eve, or at least this is my chair. This is my chair. Happy Thursday to everyone. This is not my usual setup. As you guys know, I'm continually shifting and trying to find what works here. Hopefully, this is an okay experience for those who are listening. Okay, and then you guys can see my ring light there. So, hi everybody. How was your yesterday? Let me know in the comments. Let's bring God in. So, one thing that God wants me to do is to be extremely clear with you guys about what my current experience is like. And for one thing, I am a master of recreating myself. I've done this so many times in my life. So many times. It could also be known as rebirthing. I have essentially died to myself many times and have been reborn many times. I actually heard someone say it was like a superpower that I possess is to basically rise back up from the ashes. The bigger the destruction, the greater the comeback, the greater the resurgence. Something that I'm also really good at is letting go of the old and allowing the new. And in particular, I have redone my wardrobe, and so I got rid of all of the clothing that no longer feels like me. And hang on, I need some water. One moment, please. I gotta grab my water. Okay, one moment. Okay, so I got rid of all of the clothing that no longer felt like me, and that could be the me who I'm becoming, the me who I want to become. That would mean something if it is worn, tattered, or just doesn't make me feel good. It could be something that's brand new that just doesn't feel like you, and then you can donate it, give it away to someone, or put it in the trash, depending on, its state, its condition, and your ability to actually do those things. So what that means is, because I've had a limited income, it means that when I did pick up some new things, I went to a thrift store and found some new pieces that I loved, and I bought them. But what it meant was that I couldn't buy a lot. So my wardrobe currently consists of like 8 dresses, or is it 7? I think it's 7 dresses and like this pair of coveralls, and then like some clothes for like working out. So what I realized is by doing this live stream, I'm going to definitely need to get more clothes, because I'm here literally every day and I'm just going to be wearing like the same things every single week because I'm here every day. Like if it was like a weekly video, it would not be that big of a deal. It wouldn't be noticeable. So God wants me to share this to say, humble beginnings. There's no getting around the humbleness of my beginnings here. And God wants you to know that, because when you see what He does in my life, when you see what He does for me, you will know that He can do the same for you. What am I being guided towards right now? I feel like there's something that God wants me to show you, and I also bought a few pairs of shoes that I would want to wear. Okay, fine. I'll show you the shoes. Okay, so there are these shoes that God wants me to show you, hang on, which I have liked to wear for most of my broadcasts, and I don't have anywhere to wear them to. These are the shoes. They're kind of hard to see. They have a cute little bow. Okay, so for those of you who are listening on Spotify or some other platform, these are like what color are they even? They're like ivory. These beautiful ivory high heels, about 3 inches. They have a pretty small, sharp heel. And there's a beautiful bow on the side. They kind of wrap around your foot. It's kind of like I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like you're going somewhere very, very formal, very upscale. And so sometimes for my broadcasts, I wear these, and I have nowhere to wear them to right now. I have no events that would warrant wearing these shoes, but sometimes I wear them because it creates this different vibration, this different frequency, because it's not my normal, I don't usually wear shoes that look like this. I love heels but these are these shoes to me suggest that I'm in a different type of room, a different type of space, mingling with a different type of person. And it could even be something like a ball, right? Like a Cinderella ball. While this is not what we know to be a Cinderella shoe, right? That would be a glass slipper. Someone could wear something like this, or even to a wedding, right? Like you guys were thinking something like maybe like an event that's has cocktail drinks or something. But what I was thinking is I could be invited to a wedding or something wearing these shoes, just a different space full of different people and a different frequency and a different vibration. So I think the point that God wants me to share with you here is that get pieces that invite you into the spaces that you want to be in. And while this is not exactly that next piece that I would like to talk to you guys about is my wardrobe no longer fits me, and I didn't even get it that long ago. And I don't mean that it doesn't fit me in terms of size. I mean that it is no longer the vibration and the frequency, one, that I'm currently vibrating at, or two, that I want to be vibrating at. Now I'm ready to step into myself at 100% potency, meaning I'm no longer keeping myself small or dimming my light. I'm ready to fully shine my light. That's where I'm at right now. And right now I'm asking God to make a way for that to happen, because I need a whole new wardrobe. And while these shoes don't fit what I'm asking God for, they do fit the vibration and frequency, just not what I would want to wear every day. You guys will see when it happens, when I get those pieces that I'm asking for, and it is happening. So the way that it is happening is when I realized that my current wardrobe is doing absolutely nothing for this full out version of me, I said, God, show me like what type of jewelry would I would match me, like would be that frequency and the vibration that I came here to be. And I'm no longer working my way up to it. I'm now asking to be it, to embody it. And oh, yes, I do have some things to shift in my self concept. Absolutely. I'm having this awareness right now. Okay. Um, Sorry to you guys who are actually watching the stream, because I'm just doing all sorts of things today that I don't think I should technically be doing, but I am. So when I wrote my self-concept, I know I'm all over the place today, but if you guys are for me and you're my people, then you're fine with it. Okay, so in terms of my self-concept, I left a lot out, and I'm just having this deep awareness. And what I left out was like this element of your guys' audio is just fine. For those of you who are listening, I don't mean to like be so silent and scary, but I just had to write a few things down. So what I did not include anywhere in my self-concept is, how do I even describe it? By the way, if you haven't watched the episode on self-concept, watch, I believe it's Who Do You Want to Become? Who Do You Want to Be? Something like that. I should write down all of my episode names. That way when I need to refer to one, I can actually give you that information. But yeah, just have a look through the episodes and you'll find it. Okay, so what I left off was like my appearance, how I want to look. And I've always known that it was important for me to decorate my body in a particular way, to adorn myself in a particular way. But I never, one, knew what to do, how to do it, and I certainly didn't have the courage to do it, and I didn't know how to even embody it. But now I can, and now I will. And so what I learned over time, particularly in the last 2 years, is that your appearance can actually serve as an activation, can serve as this complement to your essence that can shift people, open people up, show them the possibilities, kind of almost act as like a trigger in a way to healing, to seeing more, to being more, just kind of like, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but have you ever seen someone, and I'm going to talk about women specifically, have you ever seen a woman who, for some reason, maybe she's very radiant, maybe she's very beautiful, maybe she just looks very like inviting and giving and nurturing, and she just stops you in your tracks and you're just like, hi. Like just you're floored by her existence, by her being, and you don't, maybe you can't even articulate what it is, but she's just there, and she's striking, or her energy strikes you and you're just like, hi. What I do is I will go up to that person and like let them know whatever that effect is that they're having on me. I'll be like, oh, you're so beautiful, or oh my God, I love your outfit. Like it could even be their outfit. Like I've seen women who just look so incredible from head to toe, and I'm just like, who are you? Like, what are you that you are just this so well put together? And I mean, like, I don't even understand what I'm looking at here. Has that ever happened to you? Or maybe it's just me. And I will go up to these women and I will tell them, because probably while other people may feel that way, maybe consciously or unconsciously, I wonder how many people are telling them. And anytime I tell them, they're usually very surprised and just like, oh my God, like, thank you. Like, you've made my day, you know? And I'm like, no, you made my day. So God has been showing me over time that this is very important for me, that I dress that frequency, that I am truly on my inside, my core, that I not only walk my talk, dress my talk, walk my talk, be my talk. And so, okay, I've been dancing around it, but I really don't want to do this. I don't want to say this, but I feel like I have to, because I'm really apprehensive to say this. Does this mean I'm not supposed to say this, God? God wants me to say this. I have to do a quick research really quickly because I can't remember her name. Okay, so I actually might not have her here because, oh, you know what? I am following her on TikTok, so I can find her that way. She would be at the beginning. Okay, I found her. Okay, so the best way to describe this, to even get you close to the energy that I'm talking about, is to tell you about two singers. And while this might not make any sense to you now, hopefully it will in the future, because maybe I'm not doing a good job of exuding this and you guys don't know me, and so therefore this is just like, what is she even talking about? Or maybe it's not. Maybe you're like, oh my God, yes. And by the way, I don't want to say this. This is just what God wants me to say. This makes me feel very uncomfortable to say. But the closest energy frequency that I can talk about in regards to what I should be dressing like okay, would be the music of, and a very similar essence to, gosh, I don't want to say this, would be two singers. One would be someone called Aurora, and the second would be Grimes. They both have this like kind of like otherworldly kind of galactic kind of cosmic, not from here vibe. And if you truly know me, then you know that's like my vibe too. It's a very similar vibe. But mine kind of also grounds deeply into like this tribal, indigenous, ancient knowledge, ancient spiritual knowledge as well. So it's like kind of this combination of like earth and sky, past and present. So it's like ancient, sacred indigenous knowledge plus futurism. Grounded, connected, everything is connected with galactic and cosmic. So it's like minimalistic and elemental. But no matter what, it's giving the vibe of I'm definitely not from here, but I am grounded and resting here. And so when I'm feeling off, there are several things that I can do to kind of like bring myself back to center. And one of those things is listening to some of my favorite songs by Grimes. Like putting some of her songs on is just like, got it. I got myself back. Like I found myself again. Her music, and I have like, I think like five favorite songs of hers. Her music like helps me to remember who I am when I get stuck in the mundane of this reality. And Aurora, I don't really listen to her music that often, but she still has that vibe of not from here and kind of like helps me to remember if I forget. But I could listen to Grimes almost every day. Um, and what's really interesting is that I do want to release an album, and I'm asking God, like, when is that going to happen? I have just, God has put it in my heart to have this desire, but I just have this new huge element asked to that, and so I'm asking God for that. But when you guys hear the type of music that I think I want to be creating, it's not gonna be like connected to Aurora, and maybe like a pinch of Grimes, but like not really. It's, you guys might find it to be left field, but if you know me, then you're gonna be like, yeah, that makes total sense. I'm gonna give you a hint. It's kind of like going back into the 90s. Like I want to make an album that sounds like it's from the 90s. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm just gonna spill the beans. Um, there's this group called Everything But the Girl. Like, this is so embarrassing. But like, I really want to make a song that has like a similar 90s vibe to like certain Everything But the Girl songs. And I'm really specific because when I tell someone about a group, I never want them to just go and listen to like any song by them because I'm very specific. So it's like, no, don't just like go listen to any song. No, I need to give you a very specific set of songs because I don't love everything by them. And I don't want you to think that I mean the one you're listening to when it could be the wrong song altogether. Oh wow, my personality's coming out in this episode. Okay, God, I was not expecting this. I thought we were just gonna keep teaching. Okay, this is fine too. Thank you, God. But like, there's a song by this artist called Goldie, and it's called, what's it called? I play the song almost every day, almost every single, there's one song every day. It's called Sunshine? I literally listened to this song this morning. Sunlight. It's called Sunlight. Okay, let me just double check because I don't want to tell you guys wrong. By Goldie. Okay, yeah, it's called Sunlight by Goldie. If you want to know the kind of music I want to make, just listen to Sunlight by Goldie, okay? And then she has a song called I Adore You. I don't even know when these albums are from. Like, they could be new albums that just sound okay. It was released in 2021. I'm a fan. Goldie, if you ever hear about me one day or anything, just know that you are getting me through this time period in my life right now. Like, your songs are getting me through, okay? Um, I think this is like a single. Are there any other songs on this Sunlight album? No, it looks like it's just a single album, like a single release. But Goldie, your music is like everything to me right now, and it is getting me through, and it is inspiring me musically. Um, and then there's like the song that my daughter introduced me to, which is also feels exactly like the kind of music that I want to release. And I don't know actually anything about this artist. I am telling you guys about this to document it, okay? Because when it happens, when I release an album, unless, God puts something different into my whole, my heart and spirit, like you'll understand where it came from. Okay, so this is a song called I Must Apologize by some YouTuber called Pink Pantheress. And I've only listened to the song one time, but when I heard it, I was like, yes, because my daughter knows my taste and my style. And apparently now I'm like sharing that with you guys. Like I want to make an album that's like this. And it's kind of like has like a 90s vibe. And so that's like Grimes like a little bit, you know what I mean? But like I also want to incorporate elements of like, this like cosmic undertones into it. So not just like this Sunlight by Goldie, I Apologize by Pink Panther's element. Like I wanted there to be like some cosmic elements because gotta sprinkle that in there. But yeah, so that's the album that I want to make. I can't believe this is our conversation today. So I guess this is just like me sharing my becoming with you guys, and where I am now, is like this now moment, because there are several now moments, and there are now moments where I've already made this album. There are now moments where I'm already married to my husband and have like another child, and like we're living and we're traveling, and I'm like deeply enmeshed in doing the Lord's work, and I am doing the Lord's work now. I've always been doing God's work. I'm not even going to separate it. But what I mean is living in a way with which it is blatant and clear to me that I have reached this phase of doing God's work where the promises have unfolded one after another, 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 and they continue to unfold, but they're here, they're in my face, I can see them, I can touch the promises, I can touch them, they're here, they're mine, I have them, I've taken possession of them, I have said thank you, and I have received them. They have already been delivered to me, and there are more, more to come, and I'm watching them come, and I'm watching them come. That's what I mean. I've always been doing the Lord's work. From the day I was born, I was doing the Lord's work because the Lord was setting me up. The Lord was aligning me. The Lord was putting me into position. The Lord was preparing me always for this day, always for this moment. This is like I've opened the door, and I'm walking through, and I'm in the hallway. I'm in the hallway. Same for you. So, right now I don't have the ability to, at least the way that I can conceive of, purchase the clothing that is that full conceivable version of me, because there might be a version of me that God has not revealed to me. So the fullest conceivable version of me. And I was like looking around for like what that would be, and I found some pieces that would just super align. And they look expensive. And by expensive, I mean probably not expensive to other people, but I am living below the poverty line with 3 children, um, and my support system is my job and the state, and that's that. And that is my current now reality experience, completely acknowledging that I'm living other experiences simultaneously. One where my bank account has so much money in it that it doesn't move when I buy something. Like it doesn't appear to move. My balance appears to never move because there's so much money there. Like I'm aware that I'm simultaneously living all of these experiences. Ooh, I felt like they were merging there when I was feeling a little dizzy there. Felt like they were merging together. And I will say, God, thy will be done, not my will. Thy will be done, not my will. If it is God's will, I will have that new wardrobe and new shoes, new makeup. I have to do my makeup. I have to figure out my makeup and my hair, and I will emerge. God will provide the way for me to transform my wardrobe and even move and have the abundance and the provision that I need, that I require, and that was promised to me. And God can do the same for you. So that was today's show, I guess. Just kind of sharing more of my personality and how this journey is going for me and what it looks like for me. Because I want you to know that no matter how much money you have in your bank account, what your closet looks like, if you're choosing to step into that next version of yourself, God will take care of that for you. God will make a way. God's will, not thy will. And with that, I guess I will ask God, what can I be? What can I do? What can I say? What can I choose? What can I create to create heaven on earth right away?